Let's talk about gaslighting. Because if you don't know, trust me, you don't want to know. My name is Cece, and today I wanted to talk about a subject that um, had I didn't really know a whole lot about until it actually happened to me, which is gaslighting. And if you've ever had someone to gaslight you, then you know from experience it is not something you want anybody else to go through. I had a lot of questions of how this could have possibly happened. What did I do? I felt guilty. I really depressed for a long time, and that was part of the reason why I started my channel was to start a dialogue and to start my journey to getting to the other side and living and reclaiming my life again. If this is your first time in my channel, I hope it won't be your last. Please remember to like and subscribe, and let's get into the conversation. So, what is gaslighting? When someone intentionally twists your perceptions of reality for their own gain. And what does it sound like? You're overreacting. You need help. I didn't do that. You're upset over nothing. You must be confused again. Just calm down. You're so dramatic. I never said that. Why are you so defensive? What are you talking about? It's your fault. You twist things. You're so sensitive. I never said that. Stop imagining things. I was just joking. Do any of those terms sound familiar? Are you currently around or with someone or have been in a relationship with someone who constantly said these things to you over and over and over again? You were being gaslighted. When I was being gaslighted, I literally did not understand what was going on until it was too late, until the damage was already done. The person was very close to me. I trusted them explicitly, which is odd because I normally would not have. Um, they took advantage of a situation. I was going through a divorce. I was working long, long hours. I was really distracted, and they took the opportunity to plant little seeds here and there, involving my marriage, involving other people, involving my children. They even took it as so far as to catfish me as well, and that's a totally different subject. But they took it to the extreme. They took it to a level that I would have never expected, especially coming from this person, because again, it was someone who was very close to me. The thing about gaslighting is it will put you in a place where you don't even trust your own judgment, that you start to wonder about your own sanity, that you start to try to force a situation that isn't actually real. Once you get so deep into it, you're actually twisting yourself in knots, trying to put a round hole in a square peg. Because at that point, you're like, it has to be real. It has to be real. There's no way that me being an intelligent person could have allowed someone to do this to me. But that's the thing about gaslighting. It can start out as being very subtle. And before you know it, you're being isolated, you're being lied on. And that is the number one thing about people who gaslight. They are master manipulators and they lie over and over and over again. They will also start manipulating other people. So, for instance, in my case again, this person would go to friends, relatives, and tell them these stories. Now, part of the stories was true because there's always some element of truth to it. But they'll twist it with the other person. So by the time the other person is talking to you, the manipulation is already in place. So you do start to sound like you could be a little crazy, or something's off, or they don't know what to think because they have been manipulated as well. They're being gaslighted and they don't even know it. And this is always done for personal gain. And it's a form of abuse. The gaslighter is getting something out of it. In my case, this person was looking for money, manipulating living arrangements, manipulating all kinds of situations just because they felt like they could. So let's get into other aspects of gaslighting. People who gaslight typically use the following techniques. They tell blatant lies. They deny they ever said something, even though you have proof. They use what is near and dear to you as ammunition. They wear you down over time. Their actions do not match their words. They throw in positive reinforcement to confuse you. They know confusion weakens people. They project. They try to align people against you. They tell you or others that you're crazy. They tell you everyone else is a liar. So, what's the next step? What do you do if you feel like you've been gaslighted or you've removed yourself from a gaslighting situation? According to Dr. Stephanie Sarkis, one of the main things that you should do is, first of all, stay away from the gaslighter. Stay away. A person who's gaslighting you will not want to let go of the situation. Why should they? It's working for them. They're getting what they want. Again, they're getting some kind of reinforcement, some kind of fix from the situation. So, again, gaslighting is a series of manipulative behaviors, and the goal is to gain control over you and keep you feeling off. You never know if you're right or you're wrong, if somebody's lying or telling the truth. You don't even trust your own judgment anymore. So, one of the first things you should do, acknowledge and reaffirm your own value. It's important to understand that gaslighters have a clear pattern. If you're in a relationship with a person who's gaslighting you, they probably treated you like a goddess when you first entered into the relationship. But toward the end, they most likely treated you like dirt. This is how gaslighters work. They work to devalue you. And you didn't do anything to cause anyone to treat you this way. This is on the gaslighter. It's not your fault. Again, cut off all communication with the gaslighter. The longer you're away from the gaslighter, the more you will start to heal. Um, just go for a no contact rule. Radio silence, block their phone number, emails, social media accounts, and do not answer unknown numbers or accept messages from users you don't know. You'll be surprised at the tactics that gaslighters will actually use to try to get you back, get back in contact with you, because it's working for them, and also you're going to be outing them once you start to heal. You start telling people about what's going on with this person. If you decide to do that, you'll be surprised at how many people go, you know, I thought something was up, and they lied to me too. I noticed some things about them. Take time to reconnect with your identity. Protect your peace. Protect your energy. Gaslighting can often make you lose sight of not only reality, but of yourself. You can journal about how the gaslighter hurt you, what feelings that you're going through. Writing your feelings down sometimes just helps it get out of your head. That is one of the reasons why I wrote a short story entitled "Played," which is available on Amazon. It was therapeutic for me. It was a way to get it out because it was always going over and over in my head, and I'm trying to make sense of it. I'm trying to see how this happened. It will never make sense. It will not make sense because the gaslighter has manipulated the situation to a point to where there is no right or wrong. It never made sense to begin with. Create, they're calling it a psychological first aid kit. You know, things when you're feeling low, do one of the do some energy boosting activities, something that you maybe at one time enjoyed but you stopped doing. Um, just always practice self care and practice forgiveness, and not only for the person who gaslighted you, but for yourself. It doesn't mean that what the gaslighter did was okay. The forgiveness is for you, not for them. You have to learn to forgive yourself, and that is something that took me so long to do, was to forgive myself, because I felt I didn't understand how I could have allowed a situation to get that bad for that long, or why I couldn't shake out of it, just get myself out of the situation. But that's part of what gaslighting is about. It's turning your world upside down, creating turmoil, making you doubt yourself. I guess one of the last things that I would like to say, as far as, if you've ever experienced this, and I hope you never have to experience it, is that it takes time. Depending on how long you were in the situation, how much damage it has caused, be patient with yourself. That is the one thing that you can do, is be patient with yourself. It will get better. If you've gotten anything from this today, or any of these items sounded familiar to you, I'm going to leave some links below, to connect you with um, gaslighting articles, and things that might be able to help you get through the process. If um, if this is a subject you felt gave you some insight, please be sure to like and subscribe and comment below. I'd like to hear what you have to say. But until next time, everyone, protect your peace, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.